How's it going, y'all? I might sound a little different this time. I'm in a different chair. My microphone's set up a little differently. The floor in my room is uneven because it's a cheap-ass apartment floor. So the wheels on my chair did not like splitting in different directions all the time and having tension in all the wrong places, so the bottom of the chair ended up breaking, so I have to sit in like this tall ass kitchen chair now. I have to get one of those desk mats to put under your chair. It sucks. It sucks because it's not even the chair's fault. How y'all doing though? You looking forward to the Switch too? I feel like there are two vastly different camps of Nintendo Switch 2 people right now. The people who can't afford it and will never even like think about it again, which I'm almost part of, and the people who are just enamored by anything Nintendo and their eyes glaze over when they look at a new 3D Donkey Kong game. The Brokies. Yeah, I'm part of the Brokies gang. How's it going? Does this song sound louder than the other song? Because I've asked this before, and Willow said it doesn't, but I feel like it does. It sounds at least a little bit louder. But now I feel like I'm going crazy because when it doesn't? Oh my god. I am going crazy. Yeah, because earlier, when I was listening to it before starting the stream, I was like, it used to sound so much louder, but now I don't think it really does. It probably just doesn't anymore. So I stopped watching the Nintendo stocks. I mean, maybe yesterday I stopped watching them. I was just curious how that aspect was gonna go, because I feel like that determines kind of a lot for how they go about everything. I do know there's news on the pricing situation. Did you guys want to join in voice chat before or after I talk about the pricing? Because I don't know if you guys really care about that. But I feel like it's something that has to be addressed because it's like, you know, there's an elephant standing right there. New news on... Yeah, there is new... Yeah. There is well, not really news, but kind of, sort of an update from Doug Bowser. Did you want me to call you, or did you want me to just go on and say it? Because I don't know how big it is. I guess I could just say it and then call. And then see if you have anything to say. So basically, Doug Bowser made a statement. Yeah, I'll call you immediately after I say it. Doug Bowser apparently made a statement on the pricing situation, and I was watching. My source is Nintendo Land, the number 10 Nintendo Land on YouTube, and he had like an article that he pulled up. And basically he said that the tariffs did not affect the $450 price or the $80 game pricing. And he also said that, mind you, this man used to work for EA, which I did not know about until the other day. That is terrifying. But he also said they're working on variable pricing or variant pricing, what have you. So they're gonna do they started it a little bit on the Switch 1, like the WarioWare game that came out that lets you play as the little characters. That one was like $40, I think. And you know, obviously we had Tears of the Kingdom, which was $70, but they're gonna do more different pricing like that. And you know, it's gonna obviously go any possible direction. This could be hell for us, or it could end up getting us some good deals on games. But yeah, let me call y'all, and I wanted to try to pull up a. I'll wait for everybody who wants to join, to join in. So you guys didn't hear about that? No? Yeah, I kind of stopped religiously going through Nintendo stuff the other day, but since the Direct, there was like 3 straight days of me just kind of going through every Nintendo Treehouse and everything. Did you guys watch the Treehouse stuff?
No. I've really just been on the surface level.
Yeah, I've only seen a little bit of it.
Gotcha. So I guess we could start. What do you guys think about the pricing? Like, we're not gonna stay on the pricing for long, but I think we should start there just because it's you know, the thing that everyone's talking about.
Yeah. I mean, they've always been like the affordable option. That's why they've been so behind, and I feel like now that they're starting to kind of catch up, they feel more comfortable pushing higher numbers.
Yeah, they for sure kind of feel like I mean, I'll tell you, I was actually really surprised seeing the third-party offerings that they have, because, you know, they decided to show off like the heavy hitters, like Elden Ring and Cyberpunk were games that everyone was joking that, oh, Nintendo will never be able to put that onto a Switch. But lo and behold, they've done it, and it actually, Elden Ring looked kind of funky, but Cyberpunk for the most part I think looks fairly smooth.
Yeah, my first thought was just like how garbage it ran whenever it like first came out.
Yeah, no, I was like,
on a
there's
Nintendo console.
no way they're gonna do this. Here, I guess I'll just put this on the screen for now. Just the direct itself, it'll jumpstart some ideas. So what games did you guys see that really caught your fancy? Were there any that like you really are like, oh damn, I need that?
Oh, I mean, I really do just want all of their first party stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
the
think
thing. That's what makes this
Yeah.
all so frustrating, is like they're kind of twisting our arm here. It's like you have to buy this $450 console with $80 games, or you're not going to be able to play these games that will never be on other consoles ever.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
That
mhm.
that Drag and Drive game they showed off looked pretty cool. Probably
think
be
so?
that. Yeah,
Wheelchair
probably.
game?
Yeah, I
That
thought it looked pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
it is super gimmicky. I think a lot of people have been looking at it and thinking, like, what the hell is this?
I mean, it's probably gonna be like fucking the full price, obviously.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know. Now that they've mentioned the variable pricing, they might just be like, yeah, this game is mostly just like a tech demo for the
Gonna be-
mouse controls. So
It's gonna be $60 instead of $80.
you know what? You guys are the first ones who have said that looks sick. I think everyone, like, when I was watching, because, you know, after I watched the direct, I'm extra, so I'm like, I want to see how a bunch of content creators that I watch thought about it. So I watched, I think Arlo, I don't know if I watched him react to the whole thing, but I also watched Coney react to it, and Coney was like, it kind of feels like ARMS, but without the, you know, personality, and
Yeah, I was kind of
understand.
thinking ARMS.
Yeah, it's definitely the
Looking at it.
ARMS of the new console. But I don't see, like, with ARMS, I can see that turning into a franchise because of, like, all the characters and the, you know. But with this one, it's just, like, these dudes in helmets and with, like, very minimal customization.
Uh,
What happened? Is your internet
Okay, I
freaking
want-
up? Is my internet freaking up?
I think it is theirs.
Oh, gotcha. So, if for any reason you're coming across this in the future, because I put it under the category for the welcome tour, which should be a free game. I don't think anyone disagrees with that point. But I'm
In
here.
this paid demo, not paid demo.
This-
It feels like a paid demo.
Paid demo. Is that what they called it?
No, it's just their paid game. It feels like
I guess
a demonstration
Astrobot-
of.
Astrobot was apparently free, the original one. Is that true? I heard that, but I don't know if that's
I
true.
don't know. I don't.
If
have a
that's true-
Think so, yeah.
PlayStation.
That's crazy. That was a whole entire experience. It was basically like what Welcome Tour seems like, but with an actual like mascot character being introduced.
even more egregious. There was actually like a Welcome Tour-esque thing for the PlayStation Vita. I think might have also been called.
Welcome Tour? That's crazy.
Tour.
Yeah. So this is I'm here with Drew, Master Chief, Virginia, and say hello to them.
That's me. That's
And
me, the Master
Willow.
Chief.
My friend Willow. aka
Hello.
Zen. We are people who have played Nintendo games, basically. That's our
We have?
that's our certification here. That's what our
I lied on my resume.
our PhD says. Our PhD says Nintendo game
It's our
enjoyer
PhD.
sometimes.
Yeah, we have a PhD in Nintendo.
Yeah. So, God, I mean, the graphics. I think I'm impressed with the graphics. I saw someone say, like, they're re-releasing Wii games, and I'm like, if your Wii looked like this, dude, that's insane. This is actually fucking insane. This, I don't know. I think it looks really nice. I was watching, the treehouse of Donkey. You know what? I'll just switch over to it because this is a really huge thing. Probably the thing that I'm the most hyped for. Is Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Heck
And they showed off a few things of it.
I thought it was crazy that they announced Enter the Gungeon 2. Because that's something I'm really big into.
That is crazy too. I didn't even know that was a new game until I was watching, I think, Coney react to it. Because I'm not really familiar that much with that. But that is really cool. I thought the amiibos for Street Fighter 6 was really surprising for me too. But yeah, you know what? I'll pull up.
Oh, I love new amiibos.
Yeah, new amiibo. That's huge because there was this ongoing question that everyone had on whether they were going to continue with amiibo support. I heard people talking about that beforehand, and it's pretty cool seeing that they for sure are. We'll just have to see from here what amiibo support will even be. Like, what else will they make, you know?
There he is.
Damn,
Hello?
that messed up the capture that I had.
Donkey Kong?
Didn't it?
Yeah,
it did.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo
Donkey
that.
Kong?
Yeah, for sure.
That's him.
I hope Funky Kong isn't in this game.
He's gonna be.
Why? Funky Kong's pretty
old
cool.
now.
I hate Funky Kong. I want him dead.
I hope Chunky Kong is in this one. I'm the one.
Hell
Chunky
yeah,
Kong
Chunky
hater.
Kong.
Do you like Chunky
Oh,
Kong?
Yeah, Chunky Kong.
I prefer Chunky Kong over Funky Kong.
What? I feel like that's kind of a weird take.
Only one of them is one hell of a guy.
I suppose that's true. But yeah, I was watching this, and I feel like it's not that. It doesn't look that much better, you know, than the Switch One. Or I guess not. Like from the Switch One, maybe it does, but I mean, everyone's comparing it to Odyssey. They were like, "Oh, I thought this was gonna be Odyssey" when they were like starting to show it off, and now everyone's like, "Oh, it feels like Odyssey." Yeah, everyone says it feels like Odyssey. I mean, obviously, when I first saw it, I was like, I saw the things with the eyes, and I was like, "Oh, Banjo-Kazooie, cool. This is crazy." And then it was Donkey Kong, and I was like, "Oh, Donkey Kong with rare energy? That is incredible." And
It's like if Rare made a Donkey Kong game.
Exactly, right? Imagine how different the world would be if they did that. The way he emotes is just incredible, though. He's so funny. How do you guys feel about this design? You guys like this design?
I think it's good.
I actually really like sillier Donkey Kong, because Donkey Kong's always been a bit of a sillier franchise.
Yeah, he's meant to be silly, and
Yeah,
I definitely feel like his rare design.
I had like one friend say that like they didn't like the new designs, or at least the new design for Diddy specifically, which I haven't seen yet.
Oh, the new design for Diddy, I think, would have been in the movie, right? Is that what they're referring to? I'm assuming if they're gonna flesh out Diddy Kong as another character, they'd probably alter his design a little bit from how he looked in the movie. Because I know he was like in the crowd during the Coliseum scene or whatever that was. I can kind of see why people wouldn't like that design. It was obviously this character was introduced as like a rare kind of cast character, whereas Donkey Kong is mixing his rare design with his classic design. Diddy doesn't really have that to pull from, you know what I mean? I also heard someone say that...
I'm glad they got rid of his Jimmy Neutron hair.
He still kind of has it, a little bit. I heard someone say that they feel like the landscape kind of just looks not very specific to any franchise. They were like, the example that they gave was like, they could look at it and think that it was like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, I don't know. I think I
look at it and I think like Mario.
Yeah,
like
if it was really
or Donkey Kong
really
even.
muted, like if it was a lot more muted and like darker, I guess maybe I would see that. But this is, I think, where they specifically said it, and I'm like, this is
super
too
vibrant
bright.
and cartoony.
I guess Tears of the Kingdom kind of has that going a little bit.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like super vibrant and cartoony like this.
Yeah, no. Also, this particular location is underground. The whole game is underground. And the way that they explain this is the sky... This layer is specifically under the ocean, so that's why the sky is blue. I think that is kind of hilarious and awesome to explain.
I thought it was gonna be like this takes place in Alterna from Splatoon 3. Like Donkey Kong is now canon to Splatoon 3.
Is that underground? Oh yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was underground and it had like the fake sky.
I forgot about that. That's also kind of I mean, now that you mention that kind of reminds me of Nuts and Bolts, because there's the first level, I forget what it's called. But in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, there's a level where the sky is all fake. I think actually most of the game, the sky is fake.
Most of the game is fake.
Most of the game is fake. That's a fake game. It never happened.
Yeah, that bear never drove a cart. Bears can't build cars.
Oh my god, if they... Now that you said that, I just remembered my dream character for Mario Kart is probably Banjo-Kazooie. It's never gonna happen, but it would be very cool to see him, because his first appearance...
That would make it worth $80.
Right? Yeah, no, that would be sick. His first appearance was in Diddy Kong Racing. That was his first ever appearance. So it would be a nice callback to that. And it also didn't really occur to me that...
Oh, maybe get Conker in there too.
Oh yeah, right. Tip Top, dude, I would be a Tip Top main, not gonna lie. Is Tip Top a Koopa? Is that stupid to ask?
I don't know.
I wonder if they thought about anything like that back when they were making the games. They were like, oh, if anyone asks, this guy's a Koopa. It's like this big connected world, apparently. But I feel like, does Donkey Kong have turtle enemies that aren't Koopas? There's gotta be one in a DKC game somewhere, right?
I think he usually just fights alligators.
Oh yeah, another
the
cool
crocodiles.
thing. The map in this game saves the destruction that you leave. So you can just go into a 3D map and see all the explosive damage you've caused everywhere.
The fact that Donkey Kong can just dig around and shit is amazing.
Yeah, it is very cool. I just love...
balls.
I was thinking this game is gonna be fun just to like pick up and just like fuck around in, you know?
It just it
Just
does seem like a pick
very
up
good
and fuck around game.
Yeah, good sandbox experience. It's kind of hypnotic. Did you guys see that image I showed the other day?
Which
Yeah.
one?
The one it was the news place in Korea, not the news place in Korea. The Nintendo Korea website accidentally put an image up that had instead of Odd Rock being on his back, which is that purple rock, it was Pauline.
I
gonna
did,
see-
yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to see if I can pull that up. But I'm gonna look it up on Google on a different tab, just to make sure nothing like crazy comes up.
Odd Rock Rule 34.
Yeah, I don't want any of that. Odd Rock Rule 34. Yeah, no, I could just look it up. It's fine. God, now that you've said that, I'm trying everything in my brain not to type in Rule 34 right now.
Pauline riding Donkey Kong Rule 34.
Yeah, this is insane that they just kind of accidentally showed this image and what do you guys think about this? What's your opinion?
She looks younger than usual.
Yeah, no, she's definitely a little baby child. I saw some fan art that had her like cracking out of Odd Rock as if it was like an egg and she was a weird little alien child. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. She could be a little
I
alien
want that.
child.
I want that to be canon. I don't
She's
know.
also
Do we?
yeah,
know-
I do
actually-
too.
Wait, is this like Donkey Kong the Third or Cranky Kong? First of all,
Cranky
that
Kong-
needs to be established.
Cranky Kong is a character in here, see? Yeah, he's in Donkey Kong
So maybe this is-
Bonanza.
So maybe this is like Pauline's daughter, Pauline Jr.
Doesn't want to play the video.
Pauline Jr.
Pauline Jr., you think? I'm wondering
Yeah.
if somehow they're gonna twist this and make it like an origin situation. Like, oh, this is the origin of how they met and why maybe Donkey Kong's not a bad guy after all. He was just trying to spend time with this human that he raised.
The Donkey Kong time travel plot
Yeah.
line.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. No, this on the side had me confused. I thought the way that I cropped our chat looked weird, but it was just that. Yeah, this is just weird. It's cool. I can't wait to see what it adds up to, and I think that is like another thing that makes it really upsetting that I'm probably gonna pay $1 billion fucking for this.
Billion
Billion
trillion.
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One switchillion dollars.
I guess we could
The
talk a
dust
tiny bit
goods.
about this.
I
This
thought
guy,
that looked neat.
this guy was awesome. His name was BK, I think.
Burger
He
guy?
he looks like a Quentin Tarantino character to me. He has like bright orange shoes. He has this nice black jumpsuit on. He's there serving. You know what I'm saying? He's serving. But I'm pretty excited to see that they have like a Switch 2 edition coming out of this. And Doug Bowser, with the announcement that I was talking about earlier, said that updates, I believe he was talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 version updates, are only going to be $10. So
Oh, neat.
that's not
yeah.
bad at all. Especially for this one. Apparently, it's going to be like a whole other game. It's going to come with the main game, and then it's going to have a like another story mode where it follows a different path, where these meteor showers happen, and it causes you to go a different route than you did in the original.
Whoa.
When did Forgotten
Yeah.
Land come out? Like 2022?
I actually don't remember. I do. Maybe I can grab the package and check. I've been playing it since I saw this. I was like, you know what? The frame rates of the enemies in the background was just super distracting for me. So I never got around to playing it. And then I saw this and I was like, you know what? I think I want to play Kirby. So I've been playing it and it is a lot of fun. Like you were watching me play it the other day, Drew. It wasn't that bad, right? Like I remembered it being like pretty rough looking, but if you really pay attention to the characters in the background, you can see they definitely move at lower frame rates. And I kicked a can at one point, or like a bottle or whatever, and it was even moving at a lower frame rate itself. But I think everything looks a lot smoother in this. They even have it 4K. Are we gonna talk about the fact that
4K is pretty nice.
Are we gonna talk about the fact that Nintendo is actually making a 4K console? Apparently, that's kind of crazy to me.
Took them long enough.
I didn't think we'd ever see the day, but does that makes it? Is this the specs that they were talking about for the PS? Did they say it was as strong as the PS4 Pro, or was it the PS4
Pro?
Okay, so that's probably accurate. It definitely looks better than the PS4 I have, which is just a PS4.
Yeah.
If this is how the game, if this is how the game's run on it, I honestly, I'm just gonna say it. I didn't really have a problem with the $450 price tag for the Switch 2 itself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Me
have
and
a
Megan
problem
both
with
saw
it.
and we were like, "Wow, that's pretty soon. We can do that."
I wouldn't have a problem with it if I could reasonably afford it. I'm probably gonna try to get it, but it's just the price of everything else is just too much to like look at a $450 price tag and be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll just do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
get.
eggs-
Yeah, I get that.
Eggs are $8 right now.
Oh. That's
What are the eggs where you are? Are they not 8?
Like-
Do you not buy
like
eggs?
$350.
Really?
Like
Yeah, no,
$350 right now.
I mean, last I checked, they were $8, so I think we're just screwed to the point that like even if it was 400, I would have been like, I don't know.
Yeah, like
But
not to get political, but this shit sucks.
Yeah, it really does. I have heard. I mean, obviously, I've been watching the news on all of like this stuff at least regarding the Switch pricing. And I heard that, they might be talking about, like, negotiations with Vietnam where the console itself comes from and with Japan, so maybe they'll be able to talk down the tariffs that apparently weren't even affecting the $450 price tag in the first place. Because if it came up even further, I would definitely not be able to get this.
I don't
have
know.
to, like...
Might be best to wait for the Switch 2 Lite.
The Switch 2 Lite. I only play it in docked mode, though. That's the thing.
Well, skill issue.
That's why I'm in a very unique
know.
situation with this console, because I know that most people who play the Switch, or at least a lot of people who play the Switch, either only play it in handheld or very regularly play it in handheld. I will only pull it out and put it in handheld mode if I'm on vacation, basically, or if I'm like we're like driving somewhere far.
Mode.
Yeah, no, I like to keep it docked because I also like to use like a GameCube controller for a lot of games, and you can't really do that in handheld.
I mostly play it docked because the battery life is just
That's another thing.
too.
Did you guys
yeah,
hear about the battery life?
No, what did they do?
Allegedly, this thing has 2 hours of battery life. I don't know if that's just like a rumor that's going around, or if they actually said something
I
about
mean,
that. But
I mean, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, though, isn't it?
Take this on half a car ride.
So maybe this,
At least you can
maybe
charge
this,
it while playing
maybe
it.
the Switch
you
2
know.
is made for me as the docked mode user. Maybe this is the Switch heavy.
The Switch heavy.
The
Yeah.
Switch heavy. I can't seem to find a year on. Where do they put the years on games now? I don't see it anywhere. Do you guys have a Switch game handy?
No, not immediately.
Oh, I got one.
Where's the
Ooh.
year? Doesn't even say the year.
Copyright?
It says copyright HAL Laboratory Inc. Nintendo trademarks are property of their respective owners. Nintendo Switch is a trademark of Nintendo. And then there's important, read the Switch and Health. Switch Online. Warning if you have epilepsy.
Box I'm holding has a date on it.
Where is it?
It's with the copyright stuff has.
Guys, I think that Kirby and the Forgotten Land actually never came out. There's no date on
You're
this.
the only
Oh
copy.
wait, no, this is like for a.
Do they
It
not
has a
put the
date on
dates-
it, but it's for not the game.
Pretty soon they're just gonna, the back is just gonna say one word and have a picture of one character on it, and then the front's just gonna have like a picture of one character on it, and that's what our box art's gonna be. And then in the small text in the bottom, it'll say you should have bought the digital version. Yeah, I don't think I'm finding a date on this at all. I don't think it does. I don't think it's on there. Yeah, so another big thing people have been talking about is the game. I forget what the term is, but it's like game keys, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about that?
No, what's
So
going on?
I don't know how many of the games are going to be released in a game key version, but apparently what a game key is it's a waste of plastic.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
a
I've seen that.
license. It's like a
I saw that.
license, but as a cartridge. So you
I
put
saw
the
that.
cartridge into your system, and it lets you download the game.
Yeah, I saw that shown off as if it was like how all Switch 2 games are gonna work.
I really hope not, because that's just
Yeah, that
awful.
just take up a lot of unnecessary space on your Switch. Have it be.
Yeah, and it's obviously just so people won't like try to. It'll be harder for people to download the games to like emulate and stuff. And I think I'm really bitter about Nintendo's hatred for emulation. Like, I understand why as a business they would be against it, but I also think that they should suck it up and they should aim to make better games than their own fans. You know what I mean? They're scared that they're competing with their own fans. That's at least how I see it. I don't know what those little creatures are, but they are very cool.
They're little Genshin
I love-
Impact logos.
I love Kirby.
Yeah, Kerbert's a nice little fella.
Kerbo.
Kerbo. So what do you guys think of
Kerber gang.
the game chat? The like camera and all that. Let me see if I can. They had like a.
It's fine.
I mean,
like-
it's cool that it's finally a thing on a Nintendo console.
It was on the Wii U, wasn't it?
I don't know
Yeah,
if you
They
could.
had-
Could you play games during it though?
No. There was a video chat, and what's really strange to me is I think the camera was better on that, wasn't it?
Probably not.
Well, I think because the camera was probably used for games as well, it probably was more of a focal point, and like it was part of the price tag for the console itself. Whereas for this one, they're trying to make a new consumer accessory that is somewhat affordable. It's like $50 or something for the camera, but that's probably the best they can do with what they got. There's also going to be a piranha plant one. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's very cute. Piranha plant camera.
That's cute.
It is very cute. It opens and closes and everything. See, that might be worth the price tag, in my opinion.
Welcome back, PlayStation Eye.
That's what I was thinking the other day too. I was like, they're acting like this is a huge revelation of game design, but it's really just been around for so long.
Can't wait to play Eye of Judgment on the Switch too.
It does open the possibilities though for like ports of old games, you know, from that sort of era. Not that I think they'll do that.
Like they mentioned a Bravely Default remaster. I know there's a part of Bravely Default that uses the camera.
Oh, yeah, see, they're already doing it. This makes it so they can probably port a lot of 3DS games now that needed the camera, like Face Raiders on your Switch 2.
Yeah, Switch 2 Face Raiders, let's go.
That is sick.
There doesn't seem to be a way to do it, to attach the camera in proper handheld mode though, which sucks.
Yeah. Well, you take the picture and then you pull out the Switch, you know? I'm thinking too, I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back the thing where you could take a picture of yourself and it makes a me based on the picture. That could be fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was definitely a fun thing.
I only used that like twice.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it didn't work very well.
It was funny. It was definitely a funny thing. And there's this clip of the Oni Plays gang. They're all together and they're like taking those pictures and seeing how the Mii's come out. It's pretty funny. I know that my friend used to come over a lot and be like, "Hey, could I use your 3DS to make a Mii?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." It's just a funny little gimmick thing, and I think it would be neat to see again.
I hope there's like a proper cool Mii maker for the Switch too. I know there won't be, but I hope there will be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they will, because we're not even getting music in the eShop, apparently. It looks like they're just bringing over the same old main menu and the same old eShop, which is the main thing that I said that if they do that, I'm not going to get a Switch 2. And then I'm seeing all the stuff that they're putting onto the Switch 2, and it's kind of swaying me a little bit.
It almost makes up for it.
Yeah, it almost does. I just think that overall, like in general, Nintendo seems to be taking a really nice direction as in terms of like the creativity. Apparently they're bringing a lot more young developers. They're allowing them to be more like vocal and have more input on what games they come out with.
Cages.
Yeah, letting them out of their cages basically. And so that's why we get stuff
they've
like
been doing just fine.
So we get stuff like Mario Wonder that is just a marvel to look at, and we're out of like the new soup era and all that. I'm very excited to see what else they come up with, but I'm just nervous that I'm gonna be looking at these things and thinking, wow, this just looks really good. So even if it doesn't feel fun to play, I'm gonna want to look at it. So I'm gonna buy just a bunch of art, basically, from Nintendo. That's what it's looking like at this point. Have you been seeing, what's your favorite, Mario Kart World character that you've seen so far? Because there's a
Meadows
lot.
cow. I love Moo Meadows cow.
It's weird that they
You can play as the cow?
Yeah, they're called moo-moos, but in the game they call them cows. I don't know.
That's worth $90.
Yeah, it is pretty great.
I love it so much. You can play as like all of the little guys now.
Yeah, you can play
Ooh,
as
penguin.
the little skeletal fish. I forget what his name is. Fishbone, I think. You play as Fishbone. Plays
And how big are the
Goomba.
races now?
24
Was it 30?
racers.
24.
24 racers,
yeah.
which is it's 2 times as much as before, right?
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people, well, I guess not a lot of people. I heard someone saying, oh, you know, it looks fun, but I have a friend who's a competitive Mario Kart player, and they see these wide roads, and they're like, there's no way this is going to be fun. You know,
Who the fuck plays Mario Kart competitively?
You can do it. Do you know how to dodge a blue shell?
No.
I know how to.
Do you know how to brake drift?
That sounds
Brake
painful.
drifting is just a part of the game. That's like
No,
something
it's
you
not.
should know.
No, it is
It
not.
is!
Most
If you've ever
people-
played 200cc, you would need
listen
to know
to
how to
me.
brake.
Most people do not know how to brake drift.
You don't.
I don't like brake drifting. I know it's a thing that you're supposed to do. I've played 200cc while brake drifting. I didn't like it. I just don't like 200cc though, at all.
Is that different? Is that different from just regular drifting?
Yeah,
You just
because
you tap the B button to tighten your drift around corners you can't make if you're just normal drifting. It's a mechanic of the video game. They teach you.
when did they teach you that? Did they say it?
I was never
In the
never
loading
taught
screen?
this.
Yeah, because if you play 200cc, you're gonna be hitting all the railings and all the walls. The way it's intended to be played is you're supposed to tap the B button while you're drifting. Oh god damn, those hammers just took out a giant truck.
Sorry, I was
That's
too busy
exactly-
focused on the penguin.
Yeah, the penguin. I didn't know they put Pengu in here.
Yeah, they got Pingu in here.
You got the guy from Backyardigans.
I do like that a lot of the items make you could see the sound effect. Like in Mario Kart 64, it's very cool. And it's just stylish. I'm surprised they didn't think of bringing it back until now.
I still think Mario looks like he eated a bee.
I like
He
Family
does, but that's... Oh yeah, this is why I pulled up this video in the first place. Oh god, look at it.
Nabbit!
Look at the bottom. Why would you do this? Hey guys, we should all play Mario Kart and we should all share a screen so our Switch 2s explode. God damn, it looks like it's from like a calculator. They're playing it on a calculator at the bottom.
Running at fucking Spider-Verse frames.
I don't know who would want. Would you want to do this? Who would willingly do this?
It's like you're really in Mario Kart.
Another thing is when... What do you believe what they say about the mic? Because they were talking about the game chat features on the Direct, and they said like, oh, it doesn't matter if someone's blending a fucking rock in the background, you can still be heard perfectly fine. I don't know.
Yeah,
Does that
that's-
technology
yeah,
exist?
it exists. It's existed for a long while. And
But
with
the mic
AI
is-
coming out, it is even it's
The
even
mic
better.
is on the camera though, isn't it?
It's on the Switch
Yeah, it's on the
itself.
Switch.
Oh, and the Switch well, I mean that might as well be on the camera because it's right next to it, right? Unless you're playing
And it looks
handheld.
it looks almost exactly like the fucking DS microphone.
I don't know if I trust that. Can I?
I
Is
hope
there a
this-
mic
I
that
hope
does
this
that?
means
Does
they're
my
bringing
mic
back
do that?
better.
I guess my mic
Yeah,
kind of
every
does
time
that,
you're
huh?
like, oh, I'm sorry, my fan's on in the background, it's like, okay. Yeah, Discord compression updated like 4 years ago. We haven't been able to hear that for a while.
Yeah, that's crazy to me how it's like that. But I mean, that doesn't help much if you have like noisy siblings. But I guess it's a whole different conversation entirely, isn't it? It's like, what if you're playing at a party and you're trying to be isolated? You're like, I don't want to be at this party. I want to play Mario Kart with my friends and all be in video chat and all be screen sharing and all be in voice chat together. They're gonna see all the people walking in the background and like hear them talking, aren't they?
Look out! You're gonna get hit by that car.
Spike. Oh yeah, there's this feature. I think Kamek is an item I think that you can get, and he makes you switch racers, which I think is a very interesting mechanic because it changes, you know, your weight class and what cart you're using and everything, but only briefly.
I could be angry.
Why does Lakitu have a bow?
That's his glasses. His
Looks kind of like
goggles
a
are flipped
bow
up.
though, doesn't it? Oh yeah, why don't we just
Yeah.
look at the? There's no
Looks
one really
cute.
interesting here. King
King
Boo and
Boo,
a,
heck yeah, I'm so
oh yeah,
excited.
the Conch Door, Wiggler, Peepa, Fishbone, Sidestepper is pretty cool. Pianta. I'm surprised Pianta has not made it until now. Yeah, Fishbone. Fishbone is sick. How we feel about Fishbone, gang?
Fishbone and
Well-
Mario Kart. That boy
love
don't
Fishbone.
even got hands. Goomba doesn't either. The crab, he's not.
Crab
Crab
got
has
claws.
claws. The crab
Yeah,
has
but he's
claws.
not even holding. He's keeping them in the air.
He's got a sidestep. I wonder if he's sideways in the cart. I don't think he is. But they should make an update where he's sideways in the cart, and I will smile bigly. So did you guys see the side-by-side comparison of this?
Yeah.
Actually, it looks a lot nicer. I never really thought that these games looked bad anyways. So to see the like vast contrast and like nice you know, better, like sharper color image on it, it's kind of jarring a little bit because I'm like, I didn't think it was bad, but now I do think it's bad. Wow, they've really opened my eyes.
Yeah. It's like just smoother. Everything is just a little bit better. Look at that glare. Wow.
Guys, if you played on the Wii U, you wouldn't have had these problems to begin with. I actually don't remember. I gotta go back to the Lost Woods on the Wii U version because I don't remember ever having any problem with frames at all on the Wii U. I'm pretty sure I would have gone to the Lost Woods at some point. Because you know, people will talk about, oh, you go to the Lost Woods, it's just hell, it's just frame hell. And they do it for this demonstration for that reason. But I never really knew about that. I just heard other people talking about it. Did either of you play it on the Wii U, or did you just have it on the Switch?
Just Switch.
Wow. I'm the one person who played it on the Wii U. I even got a little poster for it of him climbing up a cliff. It was very cool.
You like cliffs?
Me?
Yeah, you cliff kind of person.
I would. Yeah, you know what?
You ever seen a cliff?
I haven't seen
You ever
it.
seen a cliff before?
You mean like standing on it, or like in person?
Just like seen one.
In general, I've seen one.
Yeah, you ever
Not-
seen? Okay.
Yeah, there's the
Well, then you might
in,
be then you might be
read-
a cliff person.
Reading Between the Lions. There was a segment called the Cliffhanger, and
Yeah.
he would always hang on the cliff. Cliffhanger, yeah. So I've seen that cliff. Not a fan of his storytelling, but
Yeah, I hated how it ended on a cliffhanger each time.
I hate how they could just never finish the story.
They had a fucking episode where they did finish the story, and they had to call up the author of the cliffhanger books to make more.
That's pretty good. Oh yeah, the Nintendo GameCube classics is pretty huge.
Yeah,
Apparently it's HD, but I don't really see it.
I saw they had Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD coming to that and flipped out.
Yeah, this is very cool
Melee
because
wasn't on it, which means they're saving it for an HD remake.
yeah, they're definitely making an HD remake of Melee.
HD remake.
An HD remake.
And it has to have all the same frame data. It has to.
It has to. Yeah, people are just going to be upset.
People wouldn't play it if it
It's-
had different frame data. Do you think anyone?
Yeah.
Do you think people would play it?
I think if they put the PAL version on to the emulator, I think nobody would play it.
The PAL version.
The
that
PAL version
European-
is just the
That's-
European version.
Was that one? I forget. I did watch a video recently about it. Was that one updated?
Yeah,
After
yeah, it's
that was
updated.
updated after. I hope they do. That would be funny. I did kind of want to try it. I heard it's never used in like competitive situations.
Yeah,
But-
it's not even used in Europe. Everybody just buys the American version.
What's the worst change that they made in it? Do you know, like off the top of your head?
Not
like,
off the top of my head, but
on the
also
top
I know
of your
it's
head?
it's like everything. Everything is
everything.
just real different.
Available on the same day as the Switch too.
Yeah.
And I heard that there's a CRT filter. I was watching Nintendo Life. I think they were reporting on some of the stuff that they were able to try hands on. And one thing that's funny is the person, I guess they were trying a handful of games, so they didn't, it's not like they sent out a specific Mario Kart person or a specific Donkey Kong guy. But the guy who played Mario Kart was like, oh yeah, it just feels like every other Mario Kart. It just feels like a Mario Kart game. And I'm like, what do you mean it just feels like a Mario Kart game? Every single Mario Kart game feels so different from each other.
Yeah.
It's like playing a completely different racing game when you switch it.
This one looks like it has some neat additions.
Yeah, no, it definitely has like rail grinding. It has wall riding. It's gonna be really insane, and I'm pretty excited to even just try it. I know, even if I try to convince my brother not to get it, he's still gonna get it. So I think I'll probably just borrow his for a while, if I can. But I think that's probably what their thought process was with the pricing. They were like, oh, if people can't afford it, they'll just borrow it from or like they'll just share it. They'll just buy it for a family, basically.
It's a Nintendo family console.
Yeah. I can assure you that this game is gonna be pure gold. Kirby Air Riders.
I can't wait.
I
very
wouldn't have batted an eye if it wasn't developed by Sakurai. I'm just a fool for that man, and I am convinced that all of the lessons that he's learned since the first game are really gonna make this an experience worth trying out. I don't personally have much to talk about in regards to Metroid Prime 4, other than the mouse controls being used for a shooter game immediately is a really cool thing to see. It just makes sense. And if they hadn't done it now, I would have believed that they would never have done it, because Nintendo's just quirky. They just like to be weird. They're like, oh, we're gonna make Splatoon, but it still just uses the gyro controls.
That's like the point of Splatoon, though. I feel like
You can.
it started as like a showcase for their gyro, and now that's like the gameplay style.
I couldn't stand it. When I played it, I had to turn off the gyro. It's just weird. Just doesn't feel right to me. Also, there's like NPCs you can talk to and stuff in this game. It looks like the world building is really well done, but I mean, obviously it's going to be with how long it's been in development.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the next Metroid Prime.
I wonder for how long of
it.
I wonder for how long of its development they were just sitting on it thinking, oh, we've been working on this so long that it has to be good at this point. Like there's this pressure for it to be just perfection, and the longer that they wait, the higher the expectations would have gotten. It's got to be be taking a load off of all of them for it to finally be coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like with
we're
the
finally going to start getting more games. This is actually where all of their efforts have been for the past 15 years.
Absolutely. They probably, goddamn. So much time, so much stress probably went into the development.
Yeah, was that the thing for Federation Force?
Probably. They mentioned Federation something.
It looked like the guys from Federation Force. I didn't think they'd ever reference that one.
Well, isn't that just what the other soldiers are?
Yeah.
Is she part of the Federation Force?
No, she's a bounty hunter.
Oh, maybe she works with them sometimes, because I know she can talk to them here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this guy's dead. No, never mind. Wait, he actually was. What the fuck? The alien guy was just kind of like almost dead. Oh, that does look really nice. Have you played the other Prime games, like all of them?
I haven't.
Not all of them.
Which ones have you played, Drew?
Which one on the game? I think it was 3.
Oh, 3. I think 3 was on the Wii.
And it might have been 2.
I think the first 2 were the GameCube, and the third one.
Yeah, I
was
think
like
Echoes. Echoes was definitely the one that I played the most.
Echoes was 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, Echoes was 2.
What's the one with the really cool box art where it's like the Sonic Adventure box art, but with Samus and Dark Samus? Corruption? Is that the third one?
Yeah,
that shit's
Metroid
cool.
Prime 3. I am...
I'm trying to like pull in my knowledge from all the stuff that I watched as well. I feel like I've done a pretty good job at that so far, because there's a lot of stuff that I said that you guys were like, oh, I didn't hear that. I'm just trying to remember. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 6. This one has a motion controls mode. This one has a gyro mode where you just
Oh yeah, the gyro mode.
swing the shit around and it it makes you fight each other, and that is going to be very good for parties. I'm just going to say that right now. No one's going to look at the controls. They're just going to be like, okay, whatever, and then hit close, and then everyone's just
let's go.
swing that shit around.
Ridiculous.
I wish they made their camera bigger in this part, because I want to see them going crazy. Does it show them when it starts?
Might not get the game,
It
but I
doesn't-
might get the amiibos.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want the
the amiibos
Kimberly
look sick.
amiibo.
Yeah,
Kimberly's
gonna
very
need more
cute.
jars.
You and your jars. It honestly, it looks pretty good. I think all these games look better than I expected. Like, obviously they're not going to be PC level of quality, but the only thing that I really noticed on this game specifically being noticeably not great was the ground texture, but I think here it looks fine. But on the other map that they went to, it wasn't there.
Probably won't get it because I've already got it on PS5.
Yeah, I got it on PC. So like, unless this is like cheap, which I don't think it
Or
will
it's
be.
like it's like super different.
I think the motion controls would be enough for me to be like, yeah, we'll just have a friend. If I have a friend over, I'll just be like, yeah, let's just play Street Fighter 6 right now. I wonder if you could do like it's like Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 3, and you can do like the Kamehameha pose and it does a Hadoken. I wonder if you could do shit like that. Was there anything else? I guess Mario Party Jamboree. I haven't played that on the Switch at all, so I don't really have any input on it that I could give at all. Any insight or
Yeah, I'm just
anything?
excited that it's coming to that one, since I also haven't played it.
Yeah, so maybe this will be our opportunity to get it. All right. What do you guys think of Age of Imprisonment?
It's another Hyrule Warriors game.
It sure is.
I might pick it up, I might not. I don't know. It really, maybe they've. I haven't
Yep.
played any.
Can't wait for you and Jill to play it.
Oh god, now that you've said that, I have to. God damn it. I really didn't want this. It would just end up being me and Jill arguing about how stupid the lore is and how cool the lore is, apparently. I just cannot care about this story. In the first game, I was kind of there, but I was mostly intrigued by like the blood moon and everything. In the second, in Tears of the Kingdom, the story, I mean, obviously they're trying a little bit harder, but I still am more focused on the gameplay elements at that point. It's just, the story I feel like doesn't get as much attention as it should. Or I just don't like the story that they have. It's one of those two things.
Me, I'm just a filthy furry fuck. I'm down for it. More Zonai characters.
I like them.
See, I didn't even know that in Age of Calamity, I didn't know that Robbie and Pura they're a single character together. I thought they were two separate characters. Did you guys know they were
Isn't
one?
she a child? And
No,
it's like
not in that one.
Okay. I haven't played any of them.
Yeah, no, I think they both just help each other with like their ancient tech stuff.
Well, that makes sense. Robbie's
this is-
never really shown as like smart as Pyrrha. Or what's her
Did
name?
did it blow your
Pyrrha.
mind when they announced Duskbloods?
I thought it was. I think everybody thought it was Bloodborne, too
Bloodborne?
until they showed
Yeah.
the train. And
My
then it was like-
dumbass thought it was Dark Souls 4.
Dark Souls 4.
Let's go.
Why have they not done that? Is there a reason for
Switch only though. Dark Souls 4
Yeah,
because they've
Switch
been working
only.
on everything else.
that? You want to know what I heard about this game?
What did you heard about this game?
I don't know if it's true, but someone said that it is kind of like a battle royale. I don't know what that
Finally.
means. I don't know what that means.
Finally, Fortnite Souls.
Fortnite Souls. That sounds like it would just not be good for the audience that they want.
Yeah, a Switch audience.
I mean, maybe it's good for a Switch. Oh, that looks so nice though. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm watching on your stream. The From Software logo popped up, and you said it.
Oh, you're. No, I was talking about
What?
the sky and like the clock tower and everything.
Yeah, swap back.
Okay, that looks kind of. I feel like
The
they're
game's
definitely.
specifically made for the Switch, so it runs a lot better.
Yeah, they're definitely getting better. I think at character models, but I think it's
That guy
clear
looks so
that
silly.
yeah,
Look at that.
that's really. I kind
I
of fuck
love
with
that
it though.
so much.
This is you know what normally normally FromSoft visuals don't really pull me in, but there's something about this like yellowy gray sky over this big clock tower. It's really striking. It reminds me of PS2 almost. That is insane.
Yeah, the Sephiroth, Nier Automata.
Get
Friggin-
the Soul Eater moon.
Fucking Majora.
Majora's Mask moon. The big guy. This has so much more in it that pulls me in, than I think most From Software games do. There's just weird shit. That's what with the Death Stranding 2 trailer that happened to me too. I was like, Death Stranding just looks like a guy walking around. I don't know. And then in the Death Stranding 2 trailer, they have this lady with 2 pairs of arms, and she was smoking a cigarette, and yeah, there was like the little puppet guy that was at a lower frame rate, and I was like, wait, is this art? Is this the best thing I've ever seen in my life, maybe? And there's a weird-ass anime villain. Yeah, I think most people at that right before this, everyone was like at the edge of their seats to find out what this even was. And I think the Duskbloods is a cool name, but it's definitely not what anyone was expecting at
Yeah.
all.
I think it's so neat.
I think it's very neat. I think that's basically everything other than like I did see more stuff on the Final Fantasy remake, and they did some work with the lighting and everything to make it look better on the Switch, and I think it does look it looks pretty good on the Switch. Did they show it in this trailer? Oh yeah, Deltarune. I'm surprised you didn't mention Deltarune at all. Willow. Do you like Deltarune?
I mean,
You like Deltarune, right?
Yeah, I like Deltarune.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Deltarune. What the fuck am I gonna say? Oh,
Yeah, there's
wow,
not really much
Deltarune.
else to say other than like Deltarune, and it's like You don't really know what to say until it happens, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
yeah,
crazy that
be
it's
awesome.
2 chapters, right?
Yeah, 2 chapters. I think it was like. I remember the price was announced. I just forget what the price was.
It's like $25
For all 4?
all 4 and all future.
Oh, wow. So free updates in chapter form? That's crazy. Yeah, this is running really fucking well. Cyberpunk?
I can't wait to take Cyberpunk on the go. That's why I'm getting a Steam Deck.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk is just so fun. Trying to find the... Oh, here we go.
I want to play the tabletop Cyberpunk, but I don't have any friends.
Yeah, the Cyberpunk Red. I think I have the rules somewhere.
Bianca Baby Cyberpunk Red Actual Play podcast when?
Let's get it.
Someone should mod the game Cyberpunk to be like a tabletop game, because then I'd play it. Well, I mean, I will play Cyberpunk, but I mean, I just don't have the brain right now for a tabletop game. My brain is made of soil, you see.
Brain's made of soy.
Wait, they did Bravely Default at at one of the tree houses? That's definitely an outlier.
It's wild.
It is wild. This was a 3DS game, right?
Yeah.
This was a really strange announcement, I think.
Yeah.
For the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, for the console itself. Why do you think they showed this specifically? Was there a reason?
Because Bravely Default is awesome. Next question.
No, I mean, it just doesn't... It doesn't show off anything graphically. You know what I mean? Like, what do you think they were thinking when they added this to the list of games to show off?
Bravely Default. Bravely Default has like its own community. So them just showing it is gonna increase the odds of them buying it.
Bravely Default is a good game.
It kind of reminds me of a Shantae town area. I think that's the last main thing, really. We already talked about Dragon Drive. Yeah, we already talked about a lot of this. Is there anything else that you guys think I'm missing? I guess there's like...
Not really.
Like my bingo card, I guess. The bingo card, I mean, there's not much filled out on it at all. Just the new 3D Donkey Kong, I finally guessed that right. And then the free space, but we already knew that Mario Kart was coming out. I was gonna make a video, like I was torn on making a video on the frame rate question. Because there's a spot that says smooth frame rate, and you know, as I was watching the direct, I wasn't sure on whether I should mark that or not. But at this point, I think it's pretty safe to say that I I could have marked it. What do you think that there was anything that really didn't look smooth? Because I think Elden Ring was the one that I was watching during the direct that I was like, yeah, this third party thing isn't really gonna work. Like, they're still not really doing it, but I think it might have just been early footage that they're still gonna work on, because
Yeah, I hope
Cyberpunk
so.
looked smooth, Final Fantasy looked smooth, and like all of the first party games obviously looked smooth. I did hear that one of the people who went to one of the hands-on things for Switch 2 said that DK had some frame drops when they were playing it. So, but I think that's mostly, I think it's going to be more of a rare thing than it was on the Switch 1. Like, my main concern was that it was just going to be like anybody who's 5 feet away from you is going to move slowly, like they do in Pokemon and in Kirby. But I don't think it's like that anymore, and it looks like they're going to be fixing a lot of the games that were like that before. Right? What are your biggest concerns, Drew? What are you thinking about on this console?
I mean, yeah, I think the concern is that it actually lives up to the price in its performance.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty nerve-wracking. Because if you drop that amount of money, it's gotta be pretty easy to regret it, you know? But I mean, worst case scenario, it's not what you wanted, you return it. Can you just return a console easily? Is that a thing? They do full refunds for consoles?
Yeah, that's more of like a store thing. Unless,
yeah, I guess so.
Like you, yeah.
See, a worst case scenario, you just return it, I suppose. But we won't know. We won't know everything that we want to know until we get closer. Maybe we see like the Mario Kart Direct, see what other directs they have planned. I don't know. I think it looks promising for the most part. And it took me a few days to sort of take it in. I had to like let it soak in everything. Because at first I was like, oh, they showed off way too many third-party games. Like, this should have been a first-party situation, maybe one third-party game. But honestly, looking back on it, I do think that they showed most of the right stuff. It's just a matter of, you know, if they want to not, I shouldn't say want to fix their pricing, because I don't think they can at this point. There's other outside forces that are making it impossible for them to really reevaluate that. But yeah, the best thing we could do is just wait and see how things go when we get closer to the console release. Is there anything else you're thinking of, Willow? Any other input that you have on it?
Not really.
Okay. Cool. So I'm curious of what amiibos might come, because that was kind of a bombshell to me. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, that we're getting more amiibos.
More amiibos just out of nowhere. They're just like, yeah, a third-party game ported to Switch too. Also amiibos for it. Like, yeah, all right, that's cool. Super cool. But yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. Thanks for coming along and talking with me. I hope I gave some insightful information from the obsession that I had the few days that I was looking into it. I've taken a break probably the last few days and just kind of wound down a bit. But yeah, I have feelings. Nintendo always pulls out the feelings in everyone, I think.
They're always up to something.
Always up to devious work. All right. See you later, guys. Have a good one.
See ya.